Hi guys, welcome to my 4.1.5 increment and decrement operator class. So this is part of the operators in C++, and in this class I just want to remind you that for the recent class we already know learn about shorthand assignment operators. It is just not much different than the shorthand assignment assignment operators. It's just familiar. So what I'm talking about, let's say you want to say let's say x equals x plus 1. In this case, we can just say x plus plus or x minus minus. We can use that. So what I'm talking about, just you can apply for the plus, like for the x plus and minus. I mean, not that one in some cases, but you can. This one, it works. Let's try that if it works. So let me give you an example. Let's get started with the first one, like this one. So increment the value of the variable by 1. So firstly, I want to give you example from the recent class, which is we learned like x. Let's say x is 10, but do it like integer x equals 10, like that. And after that, we can say x equals x plus 5 in this case. As we know, this is 15. Right now, x is 15. If we call x is equals 15. So, which is we learned about shorthand assignment, assignment, and operators, right? I don't know which place I did wrong again, I'm not sure. No, it is like x plus equals 1, right? In this case, with the increment operator, operator, it will be x plus plus. Just that's all. So what I'm talking about, like all of them just representing same stuff. As you see, this is like manual, like you can say, what can we say for that? I mean, default, you can say, let's say default for that. And this one is shorthand assignment, and this one is the increment operator because they're doing same stuff. Okay, so we have another way, which is we using like decrement operator. So it means like let's come here. By the way, let's do it like that. Maybe it will be easier. So let's say x minus 5 and x minus equals 1. Yeah, and x minus minus in this case. So they are all same for the plus, even for the for this subtraction and addition. They're doing same job. Okay. So we have in C++ some like different ways, which is we calling it like pre-increment operator. It is just same, nothing changing there. I mean, I'm talking about that one, how it works. Let's say we can say that one. Let's come down and we can just say open it. Okay. Let's say we have integer x is 5. In this case, we're just assigning x plus plus to the y. So we're just using plus plus before x. It is just same as x plus plus, or even x plus equals 1, or even x equals x plus 1. We're just doing same business. All right. It is pre-increment operator. Just you can use it like that, or even You can use it like that, post increment operator, like that. So let me open that. Yeah, that's the another way. You can do it like that, or even the other side. By the way, for the minus or subtraction, it will be like that, and this one will be like that. So it is just two reverse sides. I mean, by the way, you can apply for your projects or for your coding stuff. Okay, that's the way how we work with the increment and decrement operators. After x, you can add minus minus, or even before x, you can say minus minus x. They just doing same business, and you just increasing number what like a one, and or you just like decreasing number of the one. I mean from the value or variable, whatever else you're calling that. Okay, let's get started with an example. I just want to close all of them. I hope you get it. If you didn't get it, please ask me into the comments. I can reply all of them, or even you can get a screenshot from this video. I mean, yeah. So let's say include, we can say IO stream. Let's do practice. Always write this code there. Include, we can say string for write text. We can say using namespace std. We can import our standard library from our stream. Then we can say integer main, which is we calling the operating system to run some codes. Right now we can say integer x is equals, say again 10. And now I want to increase 10. Like how can I do that? I can say x equals x plus, let's say 1, or even x. But if you want to show it like specifically, you can change numbers, but you can say x plus equals 1, or even x plus plus. Let's apply all of them step by step. Let's get started with the first one, um, like x plus 1, which is I will write my code in here. You can just say you want to write some codes with the conditions. I will teach you all of them, but let's get started. Let's say if x is less than, let's say, let's add their y. I mean, also integer y is equals 5. Let's say 20. In this case, we want to make it true. Let's say less than or equals to y. Do some stuff like what? You can say out, and we can say um x. You can say x is less than n y, like that. Yeah, like that. Okay, so not more. You can say also end of this. You just represent it. And in this case, the other case, we can say else. We can say count again. And we can write our code in here. We can say x is not less than y. I mean, right? Sorry. So yeah, that's all. And we can add our end of that. We can just close with the semicolon. As you see, we have here x is 10, y is 20. In this case, we know this case will work, right? If case will work. Let's first try that and see what will happen. I mean, before make our before output our examples for about increment and decrement operators. Let's run it and see what will happen. Oh my god, what's going on in here? A lot of quotes here. Oh, it's saying, oh, and it is not less than. Okay, what we did wrong in here? Nothing, I think. All right. and all of them is good. Let's save it and okay, come back to the here and run this code again and see what will happen. All right. And oh my god, not and sorry, I'm just checking it. It's saying else without previous if. Where is that? Else is without previous if. No, not exactly. Where is that? Expected or semicolon before if. What's it? All right. So we have integer y and we didn't add here semicolon. By the way, compiler is amazing explaining you. Okay. As you see here, output 10 is less than 20. So as we know, sorry, the conditional case, which is if works in here because x is really less than or equals to y. In this case, it says x, which is 10, is less than y. In this case, our y is 20, right? That's true. So even if we do that, like 30, in this case, else conditions will work. Sorry, X conditions will work. Let's run that. Yeah, 30 is not less than 20. Not is max is else in this case. All right. So now I want to do one more thing. Let's say if X is less than or equals to Y, I want to increase X five more. I mean, I want to do it like that. Okay. So if I want to do it, I can say like x equals x plus 5. As we know, it works, right? Do you think it works? So let's try it if it works. Okay, let's say it is like that. And where is the x now? Let's just say count x like that. Run that again before put enable. Okay, let's run that and see what will happen here. Oh my god, just do that again. 10 is less than 20, and as you see here we have 50. Guys, we just increase it, like if cases is true. Now in this case we said x equals x plus 5 and we just increase it our x, and our x value now it is like 15, right, as you see here. So when what I'm talking about, we can increase numbers like that. What if we do like that? Let's say plus equals 5. What will happen in this case? Let's run that. Again, 15, right? Nothing changed. It is shorthand assignment operators. What if I want to say like x plus plus? That's all. You know what will happen? 11. Oh my god. Can you see that? 11. Just increase it one more. It means like x plus 1. You can think it like that. X plus 1, like that, right? So when you see that, you can think x plus 1. Even if I say minus minus like that, what will happen in this case? Let's see that. 9. X was 10, now x is 9. Because we decreased one more with the decreasement operator, right? That's all. So let's say plus plus equals like that. And see what will happen in this case. Again, same 11, right? So nothing changed. As you can see, we can use our per increment operator or even per decrement operator like that. Let's run it and see what will happen. 9. As you see, again, we come at the same situation. So let's do one more thing. I want to I want to decrease x, but I want to increase y. In this case, if else conditions works, or even just let's do that in here. I want to do it like y plus plus like that with the postpone, like post increment method, and just say x is that, and let's say and y like that. So yeah, that's all. Let's run it and see what will happen. What we did wrong. X is. Let's come back to the here. It's saying what count X unexpected before count and no. What's wrong in here? All right. Okay. You just forgot to add the semicolon. All right. 9 and 20. Or even let's do it like much clearer, understandable. I can say like what? Like say X is let's say decreased decreased from what? From X value. Let's say from X and Y increase it from Y in this case. And I want to do one more thing to show you like what's going on in here. So let's get it from there and let's come down after it. Let's put it here because we just putting it after operation, after we call count these things, and after that we can say that like we did this operation because it will just output end of the stuff. So when you run that, see what will happen. Going on again. What we forget here? Maybe semicolon? No, no, no. All right, no, nothing there. One more here. No, exactly. Maybe here, right? I found point. Okay, compiler. Let's get. Okay, 10 is less than 20. All right, we know that 10 is less than 20. That's true. Amazing. X is decreased from 10. Yeah, X was 10. And Y decreased from 20. But where is the new X or even new Y? So, would you like to get it like between these things, operators? Or an or like do you want to add it before them? Let's do it like that right now and see what will happen if it works. X is decreased from 9 and y increased from what? From not true answer. Let's say x is decreased to like 9 and y increased to y 21, right? So now if you run that, you will see the answer. Run it. Okay, 9 is less than 21. Oh my god. So why it says like that? Because last point, don't forget that. If you decrease x from here and if you increase y from here, as you see here, we have x again in here and we're saying is less than y. That's true. Yeah, we did this, but in here we just decreasing x because like before cut. It is not way, true way. Let's take it, put between them. That's the way how we work. Amazing. I hope you get it. Please, if you have any question, just ask me, okay, in description. All right. 10 is less than 20. Yes, I know that. X is decreased to 9. All right. X was 10, right? In here. Now X is 9. Good. Y was 20 and right now 21 in here. And let's do some crazy things in else. Let's say x plus equals 5 or 5. Let's say like that. Y minus equals or even just use different things, maybe multiplication. 5. It is not relevant to our, not like our this topic, but I mean like increment and decrement operator, but it is just related to each other. I mean the other topic is shorthand assignment is the like something just different. I mean in increment and decrement you can increment number with the 1 or decrement with the number 1, for example. So, but with her shorthand assignment, so you can do some specific things. I mean, it will help you if you want to increase your like numbers, like with the 5 or 10 or whatever else you want. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna say, what I'm gonna tell. I'm just gonna say like count x is, let's say x is. Oh, if you do that like that, it will not good. Say x. Let's say x is x. X is, what will happen? X will be 10. 10 now will be 15 in this case, right? Uh-huh. Okay, x was 15, or x is 15. Let's say x is, no, x was 10. Let's say x was 10. It's not too much logical, but let me try that. Okay, and let's see, and is that again? Y is, Y was, I mean, put there Y, right, Y, okay. And now they change it to, to, to what? Let's go to the below and do there something else. We can just say handle in here. Let's say handle like that and come down. Just say, let's tag them here. Now we can say like count x and count y. Yeah, like that. Use not add-on handle. Any more things there to explain things. But yeah, that's the way. Let's say for the else conditions, we want to work with else conditions. Let's say 20 is, let's say 30. No, in this case, else conditions will work, but numbers will change. Run that and see what will happen. All right, what we forget here again, guys. Yeah, semicolons. I mean, just make it like much complicated weaving. Let's run that and see the result. Okay. 30 is not less than 20. That's true. X was 10. No, X was 30. X was 10. Let's say X was 10 before we start like that. But it's saying like 30 again. All right. Delete this one. Yeah, as I mentioned before, we did something wrong in here. So let's run that again. Okay. X is not less than 20. Yeah, X was 30 and Y was 20. And now they change it to 35 and 100. So X happened like 35 and Y happened like 20 times 5. It happens 10, like 100. Anyway, I hope you understand what we did in here. See, we can use many more things there. For example, can you use it here? Can you do something like that? Let's try it. All right. What's going on? Nothing changed there? Where's that? It's 3500. Yeah, maybe you can change here, right? You can change it. Let's delete that. Right, we don't want to make some operation here. Maybe later. But yeah, that's all for now. Okay. The result is that in this case. Okay, as conditions work. Even if we can add their else if or many more ways to like explain what we are doing. So guys, I hope you understand what we did in here with the plus plus, x plus plus, or even y minus minus, or even like plus x, or plus plus y, maybe, yeah, or even I don't know what. So yeah, that's all for about this class. I hope you understand the logic in here, like how things work. So just you can memorize these things in here. It is so helpful. So just be careful for about shorthand assignments, which is you can just choose specifically 5, 10, or 8. I don't know whatever else you want to increase. But in here you can't do it like that because your increment or decrement will be like one, number one, with the number one. All right. Thank you so much for joining. That's the way, like how we increasing or decreasing stuff with the operators. So see you in another class. Thank you so much for joining. See you there again.